Greetings, everyone. People of Earth. It's Tim's Vinyl Confessions. Once again, I'm joined by my good friend Mike Ladano from Grab a Stack of Rock. As you can see, emblazoned on that high-quality hat. Love the blue color. His merchandise, like mine, available at tpublic.com. Just love the tie-dyed shirt. Listen, that's a reference to MTV, and what we're talking about today predates MTV by 7 years. Mike, what do you remember? What do you think you might have been doing, young Mike, on September 14th, 1974?
Well, I was born, so that's a bonus.
Because Mike
Um,
is so much older than me, guys. He's so much older than me. I figure he'd have a really vivid memory.
I was probably in the basement of my house watching our black and white TV, probably watching Sesame Street. I have a lot of memories of watching Sesame Street on this little tiny black and white TV in our basement. We didn't get a color TV until maybe 75, 76.
He's so old, guys.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding. Mike is 2 years older than me. Okay, um, and I can tell you that on September 14th, 1974, I was 12 days old. So
Wow.
I don't remember much. I
You were
really
you
don't.
were I know exactly what you were doing. You were eating, pooping, and peeing and crying.
Yeah, that's about it. And sometimes all at the same time, I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah. So what we're doing on this episode, we are rewinding 50 years, and we're going to find out whatever it is that Mike and I may or may not have been doing. This is going to be this. This is a collection of the songs that were on Canadian radio, coast to coast, from this date in 1974. The top 100 songs in Canada, courtesy of the RPM chart, September 14th, 1974, and half a century ago. And Mike, I got to tell you, I like doing these chart episodes, but you go far back enough into the 70s, and you and I, we typically cover a lot of 70s, 80s rock, hard rock, metal, and the farther back you go, boy, oh boy, there may have been a lot of great rock and roll albums released in 1974, but you're not going to see a lot of that here. This is pop radio in Canada, and there's a lot of songs and artists here that I have no idea who they are, what they are. RPM could have been making up fake names for all I know. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nowadays, people talk about industry plants. There could be a lot of these. Or Joel Whitburn does this a lot did this a lot in his Billboard books. He would put in fake data to make sure people didn't steal it,
Really?
fake
Huh.
entries. But anyway, I digress. So, Mike, I'm going to get you to do the honors of kicking off this chart, the top 100 songs from
So
50 years
first,
ago today in our native Canada. Number 100, Michael.
first, I just want to preface it by quickly saying when you said 50 years ago, and I put my head in my hands because this whole time I was saying, cool, Tim and I are doing 74, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
So 50 years ago, September 1974, we have Blue Skies by Bill King, and I have no idea who that is or what that song is.
Yeah. Here's the only bit of information that we can tell you, folks. It was obviously Canadian because it's full CanCon,
Yes, MAPL.
and it was on
Full
Capitol.
can.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of these are just in a lot of interesting things here. For
Yeah.
example, number 99, a debut this week, obviously an artist we all know, Smokey Robinson.
Virgin Man.
The song is called Virgin Man.
I don't
Number
know.
98, Mike.
Susie Gill, Redbone. It's on Epic. First week on the chart. Don't know her. Redbone. No idea.
Redbone, come and get your love.
Okay, I don't know it.
Yeah, you do.
I do?
Come and get your love. Guardians of
Okay.
the Galaxy, you know it.
Oh, that's called Redbone?
No, the Redbone's the
Oh,
group.
sorry, I'm screwing up my very first time doing this. Susie Girl is the song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I don't know this song. I do know Come and Get Your Love, and Mike's a
I'll,
little confused,
I'll
but
get the next one. I'll get the next
aren't
one
we
right.
all?
Perfect.
All right. Number 97. Never heard of this artist in my life. William Devon, Blood is Thicker Than Water. I've never even heard of the record label. It's on Roxbury Records. Anyway, you can, guys, I think you can tell out there we're struggling because we're like, But again, we're at the bottom of the chart, so
Yeah.
let's hope it gets more familiar.
Well, I am not familiar with this Kama Sutra record label, but Stories have Another Love at number 96 for the third week on
Yeah.
the chart. I don't know it.
Stories, if people know Stories, it's for the song called Brother Louie. Um,
Oh, that one. Okay.
yeah, and I'm struggling here, but one of the members of Stories went on to Foreigner. Was
Okay.
it Ian McDonald? No, it wasn't Ian McDonald. There's a connection there somewhere. I don't know what it is. My mind has been scarred. So number 95, we've got another well, they were a Motown group. Now they're on Dunhill Records.
Yeah.
The Four Tops debuting with Midnight Flower. No idea.
I like them, but don't know the song.
It's
Um,
not the same old song.
no, it's certainly not. Now we are at number 94 with Bill Amesbury on Yorkville Records with a song called Rock My Roll, his second week on the charts, jumping up to 94 from 98. I got to hear this song called Rock My Roll. I have to.
Yeah, it kind of invites. Okay, at number 93, debuting, the song is called Kings of the Party. I'm not familiar with that, but I certainly know I've heard of the group Brownsville Station, best known for the original version of Smoking in the Boys' Room.
That's all I know.
Yeah, no, that's it. I'm not, and the fun thing is we're not looking anything up. We're
No,
just
I don't know.
we're telling you if you want to explore further, feel free.
Now, this next song is probably one that I've heard because I love Aretha Franklin. I just don't know the names of the tunes necessarily, but on Atlantic, debuting at number 92, we have Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing by Queen Aretha.
I'm guessing that this song's been done by a lot of different people because I'm like, ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Maybe that's not even it.
Maybe.
Number 91, up three, Van McCoy, best known for The Hustle. This one's called Love is the Answer. So there you go.
He's right. Now, here's something interesting. I didn't know Art Garfunkel just went by the name Garfunkel at any point.
This
But
is the
here,
first time I'm seeing this too, but maybe it's the chart just going, everybody, I can't be bothered writing art. Everybody knows what
yeah,
you're talking about.
we pay by the letter, you know. But he's on the charts with Second Avenue on Columbia Records. Number 90, respectable debut for Mr. Garfunkel.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the first song that I actually know.
Yeah.
Not one you hear a lot these days. I'm probably not politically correct. It's up three this week. It's Sir Elton John with The Bitch Is Back.
it's he's talking about a dog, Tim. It's all good. At number 88, we have the Righteous Brothers on Haven Records with Give It to the People. Not familiar with this song, but of course we all know the Righteous Brothers.
Yeah. So, yeah, and there's a lot of small labels that I'm noticing here. For example, now this is interesting. Number 87, it's Full Can Con, which to those of you that don't, that don't know, Full Can Con means that the Maple system, MAPL, music, artist, production, and lyrics, 100% Canadian, which means it was written by Canadians, performed by Canadians, and produced in Canada. So this song is by someone named J.C. Stone on Leo Records. The song's called Carrie's Gone. Now, that title sounds familiar to me, and I don't know why, but it's actually up 10 to 87 on this particular week.
Interesting. I think this is the second appearance at number 86 of Buddha Records.
Yeah.
Jim Weatherly, The Need to Be, up from 100 the previous week. So coming up the charts, Jim Weatherly. Don't know who you are, though, bud.
Yeah. Number 85, I certainly know the artist, Carole King, debuting in 85 with a song called Jazzman.
I wonder if that's the Jazzman song that I know from that Lisa
Not the
Simpson
Scat
sang.
Man.
Not the Scat Man. No, this is quite before the Scat Man. At number 84 is an artist that I like the name on Columbia Records, the Wombles with Wombling Summer Party.
Okay. I think that the Wombles were like a kids group.
Sounds like it.
Kids TV show. But I don't know.
I'm curious enough. I'm going to
Yeah,
check out the Wombles later on. This is their
yeah.
third week on the charts, up from 90.
So next up is a song I've heard of, but I've never heard. It's up 6 to number 83. It's Billy Joel with Travelin' Prayer. I've never heard this unless it's one of those ones because Billy Joel had so many hits that you hear, oh, that one. So
Yeah. Number 82, Love You Back to Georgia, Bolt Upright, completely Canadian on A&M Records. Fourth week on the charts, but he stalled at 82. So Bolt is not
I
rising
kind
up
of
the
like
charts with a Bolt.
if that's a group, I kind of like the name Bolt Upright
Yeah,
because you look back at these old, there are some stupid names.
I don't know if I like this one, Tim. And also, Love You Back to Georgia is not a very Canadian sounding tune.
No, it's not. But actually, Bolt Upright probably would make a better album title. But
Yeah.
so this is interesting. Back at number 90, we had Art Garfunkel with a song called Second Avenue. And now at number 81, up two, we have someone named Tim Moore with a song called Second Avenue. Is it the same song? We don't know. We're not looking it up. He was on the small record. He wasn't just on a small record company. He was on the small record company.
Literally.
Now, unfortunately, hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right. So there is one thing that we can do to provide a little bit of context. By the way, we're getting these charts. Great website called worldradiohistory.com. It's got reprints of the RPM charts from when they started, and I think it's 64 all the way up to 2000. But at the start of the chart, or at the top page where it's like the number one, there's a legend. And if you notice, if you're looking at these, after the single serial number, there's a letter. That letter will correspond to the company that distributed some of these labels. So the small record company was distributed by a record company called GRT, which semi well known, but not really.
No, not really.
Anyway, all right. Mike, number 80.
Number 80, we have I don't know these artists. The Souther Hillman Foray Band on Asylum Records with Fallen in Love, second week on the charts, up from 99.
So
Respectable
this
rise.
I do know who this group is, or the guys in it. These were this was a super group of sorts. Souther is JD Souther. If you he figures into a lot of Eagles writing credits. He had a solo hit in the late 70s, early 80s called You're Only Lonely. And probably his best known song is a duet with James Taylor called Her Town 2,
Okay.
which is a yacht rock classic. Hillman is Chris Hillman, who was a member of the Byrds, I
Birds.
believe.
Yep, you're right.
And
The Birds.
Furay is Richie Furay, who was a member of Poco. And this is a big jump. It's from 99 to 80. So maybe we do know this song.
So I
Now,
am
the
getting a
next artist-
definite, like I can hear the sound of this band now that we know
Yeah.
who these guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if this is that song that goes, baby, baby, falling in love. Maybe that's another song. I don't know.
Maybe.
I know it sounds like I'm making it up. I'm not. That's a real.
No.
Anyway, people that like this stuff are just raging now. I'm sorry. We're just a couple of dumb
We're
metalheads.
I'm just a dumbass who I'm a metalhead, okay? So go
Mike,
easy.
you were alive. Anyway, never.
I was alive, yeah.
Yeah. We're still at early days in this chart. So number 79, up from 88, is Les Emerson with a song called Cliches on Polydor. Les Emerson was the singer from the five-man electrical band.
Ah.
So if he did nothing else in his life, he wrote Signs. So there's some mailbox money.
And in French, that would be pronounced Les Emerson.
Yes. Les Emerson.
At number 78, we have Charity Brown with Jimmy Mack. So we're looking at some soul music. This is 3/4 Canadian content. Only the lyrics are not Canadian on A&M Records. 7 weeks on the charts. Number 78.
I'm not sure, but I think this is a Motown song. Charity Brown, I think all she ever did was cover other people's songs because she had a big hit with her version of it's a song the Doobie Brothers cover too. It's to Take Me in Your Arms, rock me a little while. Anyway, brings back horrible AM radio memories.
I'm just going to correct myself.
Jimmy Mack. If I'm thinking correctly, Sheena Easton did this song in the 80s. I think
You
it's
may
the
have.
same title.
I'm just correcting
Um,
myself. Music and lyrics are not Canadian. It's hard
yeah,
to
so
read on the
yeah,
little
it's a
screen.
cover. It's a cover song, and it's a non-CanCon cover song. As long as you had 50%, you qualified.
Gotcha.
So at number 77, Eddie Kendricks, who was a member of, okay, gun to my head, I'll get this wrong. It's either the Temptations or the Four Tops. I can't remember which. The song is called Tell Her Love Has Felt the Need. Tell her love has felt the need. Tell
I
her love has felt the. I'm not sure where to put
right.
the emphasis.
It had the same issue. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we have some more CanCon at number 76 with Ron Negrini. Letters on Attic Records at 76, up from 81, fourth week on the charts. Don't know the tune.
Wasn't Negrini Voldemort's snake? No, that was Nagini.
Maybe. I don't
Attic
know.
Records, of course, one of the biggest independent labels out of Canada. I mean, yeah, shouldn't have to tell you what Attic Records is. At number 75, up from 95, and I would not have known this band was having chart hits in 74. Steppenwolf was Straight Shooting Woman. It's on Mom's Records. Okay.
One thing that's striking me about these charts is how many record labels there were back then, which is, today they've all been swallowed up.
Exactly.
At number 74, we have Leon Haywood on 20th Century. Sugar Lamp, 5 weeks on the charts. I don't know it.
Sugar
Sugar
Lump.
Lamp. I like, or Sugar Lump. Sorry, Sugar Lump. Would you like one lump or two?
All right, 73. I love this song. This is a staple of when Sarah and I have our yacht rock playlist playing. I love this song. It's America with Tin Man. Rightfully so. This one's up from 85 to 73. This would go on to become a big hit.
At number 72, we have Melanie with Lover's Cross. Neighborhood Records, 6 weeks on the charts, but stalled at 72.
Distributed by Quality Records, which Quality Records was a independent label in its own right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Melanie, best known, I believe, for the song Brand New Key, and I think she passed away not long ago.
Oh.
Where am I? Okay. Number 71, down 10 notches on RCA. Main Ingredient with Happiness is Just Around the Bend. The Main Ingredient, when I think of that name, they originally did the song Everybody Plays the Fool, which Aaron Neville did a cover of it in the early 90s.
Sorry, I
had my Aaron Neville megaphone on.
You can sure tell that Tim Tim knows a lot more of these songs than I do. Let's just put it that way.
Which isn't to say much. You can a lot of this is I know other songs, but not these songs. So
I think we're at number 70 now with Ray Stevens, Moonlight Special on Barnaby Records. 7 weeks on the charts, up from 59. Nice jump there. Don't know the song, know the artist.
That's down.
Oh, sorry. 59. Yes, you're right. Sorry, that is down. Anyway, I know the artist. I don't know the song.
Yeah, I don't know this song either. Ray Stevens, obviously popular, like country comedy artist or whatever. But yeah. Number 69, I know the artist, not the song. It's Edgar Winter with Rivers Rising, down from 58.
On Epic. Number 68, Roses Are Red by Wednesday on Ampex. Half Canadian content here, up from 73. Don't know anything about Wednesday.
Well,
Hump Day.
And that's only because I've got years of experience in Canadian radio. Wednesday was a group, and I'm guessing this is a cover of the Bobby Vinton's. I think it's Bobby Vinton, but anyway, I won't sing it. But Wednesday were probably best known for another cover of the song Last Kiss, which younger people will know because Pearl Jam does the Where Oh Where Can My Baby Be, that one.
Gotcha.
Again, I could be getting these mixed up, but number 67, Sammy Joe, It Could Have Been Me, on MGM South Records.
No idea. I like this next artist's name because he spells it cool. Jason Hoover, Jay Hoover. On Mushroom Records, we have Love Will Get You, and this is completely Canadian content. Number 66, making a minor crawl up from 68, but 8 weeks on the charts.
Yeah, Mushroom Records is probably best known for Heart,
Yeah,
their first couple of albums, and also Chilliwack were on Mushroom Records. They were based out of
there
Vancouver.
you go.
At number 65, up 12, the Canadian band Edward Bear, because that is a group. The song's Freedom for the Stallion. Don't know it. Edward Bear had a hit, I think, on both sides of the border called Last Song. I can't remember how it goes, but it's weird how names and connect to song titles in your brain. And
Yeah,
that's all I have to say about that.
but we have a unique streak of continuity here going on because Stallions goes into the next song. Don't change horses in the middle of the stream by Tower of Power. Warner Brothers, number 64, up from 65, 5 weeks on the charts. I don't know that tune, but I like the title. Don't change horses, and then in brackets, in the middle of the stream.
Yeah. Power, of course, very famous horn section from the Bay Area. They were on Huey Lewis and the News albums. They played with a bunch of different people.
Tons of people.
Yeah. Okay. So here's some classic funk from the 70s, the Ohio Players, up from 87 to 63 on Mercury with Skin Tight.
Very cool. Then we have at number 62, Rock the Boat by Hughes Corporation on
We know
RCA.
this song.
I always think of that scene in The Cable Guy when they're karaokeing Rock the Boat, down from 54, sorry, but 16 weeks on the chart. That's the longest stretch
Oh yeah,
we've run into so
that was a
far.
big hit, and it makes me think of Family Guy actually, because
Yes.
I think Peter and Quagmire and all they got singing this song, but yeah. So yeah, I think there's been less than 5 songs so far, and we're almost halfway up the chart that we readily know and come to mind.
Right.
Okay, number 61 down from 43, and it's 15th week on the chart. John Denver with Annie's Song.
I don't really know that one. Well, I
That's
probably
the
did.
one that I'm not going to sing it, that You Fill Up My Senses. It's a very sappy ballad.
And then at number 60, taking us right back to the era, the Osmonds with Love Me for a Reason, making a huge jump up from 91, only 2 weeks on the charts. So the Osmonds are definitely the most impressive rise that we've seen so far.
And I don't know this song. Incidentally, Mike, have you ever heard the Osmond song Crazy Horses?
Probably.
You got to check it out.
Okay.
It's heavy. I am not kidding. I am not kidding. People say, "What? Crazy Horses by the Osmonds." It is ridiculous. It's a rocker. It's the freaking Osmonds. Check it out. Crazy Horses.
Cool.
Okay. Number 59, up from 80. I can only guess that this is here because the compilation Endless Summer was released in 74, and there was a bit of a revival for the Beach Boys.
Yeah, it
Surfing
has to be.
USA, up from 80 to 59.
Not bad for a reissue.
Yeah.
At number 58, we have Mac Davis with Stop and Smell the Roses on Columbia, up from 86 in his third week. Not bad.
Mac Davis, of course, but he had a few hits on his own, but he's also known as, for being a songwriter. And I don't know if this is the same song, the same title that Ringo Starr did a version of, but I don't know. Alas.
Could be.
Number 57, I don't know if I know the song. I certainly know the group. It's Chicago with Call on Me. It's down from 41 to 57.
And then we have Blue Suede, Blue Suede with Never My Love on Capitol Records, up from 75 at number 56 after only 3 weeks on the charts. Don't know it. I'm sorry.
Blue Suede, best known for their version of Hooked on a Feeling.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Yeah.
So we had Smokey Robinson earlier in this, but now from 69 to 55, we've got the Miracles with Do It Baby. Now, I don't know if the Miracles recorded without Smokey. I really don't know. But that title, Do It Baby, makes me think of Rob Zombie.
Oh,
Do it, baby.
I have a feeling it's a little of a different vibe, but I could be wrong. At number 54, we've got something that's finally kind of like in my wheelhouse of what I like.
Yeah.
We have Bad Company with Can't Get Enough on Atlantic. 3 weeks on the charts, up from 63, respectable climb. Not quite in the top 50 yet, only at 54.
Great song. I mean, yeah, it's Bad Company, man.
Yeah.
And it's the song, right? It was their first single. And man, oh man, you hold that up. I would never call Bad Company a heavy band, but you hold this up against the rest of the charts. This must
Oh,
have
this.
shook when that
Yeah.
that must have been like, whoa.
Yeah. By far the first real rocker that we've seen here.
Yeah. And now we're back to obscurity with number 53 down one, Tinker's Moon. Shang-a-lang.
On Polydor, though.
Looks to be a cover. Yeah.
Now another artist that I like, although not a rocker. Love Gordon Lightfoot, and I love Carefree Highway. That is such a beautiful song. There you go. Complete.
Yeah, the late Gordon Lightfoot. Yeah, I mean, this was a big hit on both sides of the border. This is up quite a big jump.
Yeah.
And another, not similar, but you when you think of Canadian singer-songwriter,
they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand.
Although I don't know this song, Neil Young and Walk On. It's down from 46 to 51 this week.
And then we have hovering at number 50 for 9 weeks on the chart, Suzi Quatro with All Shook Up on Bell Records. Don't know that one.
The early Sweet albums were on Bell Records. I do know that. I can only assume this is a cover. Suzi Quatro, of course, rare example of an artist. I mean, she's from Detroit, but she was really well known. She was a really big star in the UK during the early glam rock period. Number 49.
I'm jealous you get to do this one.
From 64 up 15 to 49, Cheech and Chong with Earache My Eye, which is the one. Actually, Mike, if you're ready, we'll do this together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mama sucker to me, try to tell me how to live. Da, 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 da. I was just going to say, if you've ever watched, and this passed me by when I first saw it, Rush, A Show of Hands, the home video. I think it's at the end of The Big Money, the opening song, and they they go down, 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 down. So
right.
It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, so 48.
48. We have an artist I'm not familiar with on A&M, Keith Hampshire with Forever and Ever, Baby, I'm Gonna Be Yours. Half Canadian content, so probably a Canadian artist doing a cover. I don't know. 48, 9 weeks on the charts, down from 47.
Keith Hampshire, from having to do an oldies show, played a lot of his songs. I think a lot of them were covers, but I think the first time I ever heard The First Cut Is the Deepest was Keith Hampshire's version, and it's depressing.
Really?
It's a depressing song anyway.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Number 47, I've heard of this band. I know they're a Southern rock band. I cannot believe they had a career with this name, but Wet Willie with Keep On Smiling.
As far as I know, a Wet Willie is when you do this and then stick your finger in somebody's ear. Yeah. Okay. Much better known name here at number 46, though, with Sly and the Family Stone on Epic Records. Time for Living. Down from 35 after 11 weeks on the charts. You gotta love you some Sly, though. We're hearing a lot of good like Motown and soul on this chart.
Yeah. At number 45, up from 56, I believe this is an R&B band called Bloodstone, not to be confused with the Judas. Didn't Judas Priest have a song called Bloodstone? Yeah,
they sure did. In
that's
82.
Not how it goes, and that is not how it goes. Don't know the song.
At number 44, though, we have Eyes of Silver by the Doobie Brothers on Warner Brothers Records. Up from 57. Sorry?
I don't know this song.
I don't know this song, but I can imagine how it goes. It's the Doobie Brothers. Yeah. 7 weeks on the chart.
Yeah, this would be early Doobie. This would be pre-Michael McDonald.
Ah, there you go.
So, at number 43, up from 53, Bob Dylan and the band with Most Likely You Go Your Way and I'll Go Mine. I know the title. I know it's a Dylan song. That's all I know.
And then at number 42, we have Cher. I Saw a Man and He Danced with His Wife. Now, I don't know that title. It's a little wordy. 5 weeks on the charts, up from 45.
I don't know why the title strikes me as so funny. It's like, okay, I saw a bird in a tree. What's the big deal? Wow. Okay, number 41. I do believe this is a bit of a country crossover, if the name is striking me correctly. Donna Fargo with You Can't Be a Beacon If Your Light Don't Shine. 41 this week.
Two wordy titles in a row.
Yep.
And then we have Tony Orlando and Dawn with Stepping Out, Gonna Boogie Tonight. This is Bell Records' second appearance on the chart.
Up
Number
20. Of
40,
course,
up from 60.
Tony Orlando and Dawn knocked three times, tie a yellow ribbon.
Yeah.
This is early 70s pop at it's early 70s pop.
Very, very kitschy.
Now we're into the top 40. Number 39, The Time, spelled with a Y.
Right.
You little trust maker. What?
What is
What?
that? What is that? At number 38, though, is a band that we have talked about
Yes,
before
we
in
have.
these in whatever show we were on together.
Yeah, I'm
Flood.
trying to think of what show it was, and I can't.
I can't remember. But Flood, F-L-U-D-D, Brother and Me. There's a saga connection here with Flood, which is what we talked about, and they're on Attic Records. Number 38, stalled there, the 10th week on the chart.
The song that I remember playing from Flood was called Cousin Mary. Maybe it was might have been on your birthday live show that
Could
we
have
ended
been.
up, because I think that was something we ended up in the people are in the chat talking about it. At number 37, now folks, this is not the song you think it is, but I know the artist, Curtis Mayfield, Superfly himself, with Kung Fu. Not Kung Fu Fighting. That was Carl Douglas, but Kung Fu.
I love it. I gotta look that one up. And then we have at number 36, we have Lobo on Big Tree Records with Rings. 7 weeks on the chart, but down from 30. I don't know the song, but I know the band Lobo.
Yeah, I think it was one guy.
Okay, that
Very
could
easy
be.
listening. He's like me and you and a dog named Boo. He had like two or three others, but anyway, yeah. Big Tree Records was distributed by Atlantic at one point, and a couple of April Wines albums were on Big Tree Records in the States. You can get the On Record and Stand Back. So yeah. Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Now this is more like it.
Yeah.
Number 35, down from 27, Nazareth with This Flight Tonight. This is more like it. This is a rocking cover of a Joni Mitchell song, which is why, even though Nazareth were from Scotland, this song qualifies as CanCon.
Isn't that an interesting fact, folks?
Yeah.
Then at this
And
next,
this has got to be one. I mean, 1974, and you've got dig. I mean, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah. But also 1974. Now, here's to me the biggest song that we've run into since the Bad Company
so,
tune.
yeah. I think so.
Sweet Home Alabama. Lynyrd Skynyrd on MCA Records, up from 51 at number 34. So they're on the rise with their signature tune. 5 weeks on the charts. Awesome.
Two good ones in a row.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I'm honestly, like, as far as stuff I have in my own collection, so far it's been Lynyrd Skynyrd, Nazareth, and Bad Company, but that's not really why we're doing this. It's just a snapshot in time. Number 33, down from 29. It's on Atco Records, so Atlantic. Blue Magic with Sideshow. I do not know this song.
No, but I do know this next artist at number 32, the Canadian legend Gino Vanelli on A&M Records with People Gotta Move. Stalled at number 32 after 9 weeks on the charts. Gino's a legend in Canada, folks.
Yeah. At number 31, this is another artist that he was a country artist, but he had a lot of crossovers. Charlie Rich with I Love My Friend. Charlie Rich was the guy who was so disgruntled that John Denver won, I think, the Grammy for Best New Artist, that he tore up the envelope when he announced his name. That's a pretty famous piece of history there.
That's fascinating. Okay, so I think 30. We're in the top 30 now. And this artist, this is his second appearance, I think, today.
Yes.
Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me by Elton John. MCA Records making its descent on the chart from 25, but 12 weeks. That's an impressive run. And of course, if you don't know that song, then just, Go home.
You missed an opportunity to say, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elton John.
I did, but now you just did it.
Okay. Thanks for the wonderful setup. Yeah, I mean, they got the song that was a hit twice, right? And I don't think I knew it until he and George Michael redid it. I don't think I was familiar
You
with
know,
it.
you might be right. That might have been my experience too.
Yeah. Number 29. I know the group. I don't know this song. Three Dog Night, down 5 with Sure As I'm Sitting Here.
And something tells me this is the second time we've seen Dunhill Records.
Yeah, at least.
I feel like I should know this next one. Sugar Baby Love by the Rubettes on Polydor at number 28, up from 36. I feel like I should know that one.
Doesn't ring a bell, but number 27, it's Martin Popoff's favorite band, Grand Funk Railroad.
Doesn't sound right.
Down from 13 with Shining On. I know the title, I don't know the song.
And I don't know this at all. First Class with Beach Baby on UK Records. I don't know that
Beach
one.
Baby, Beach Baby, give me your hand.
No, I don't.
No, one hit wonder.
At number 26, 37, it sounds like it's kind of beach rock. Is that what I'm gathering?
Yeah, definitely a one hit wonder.
Okay, I think
you
know this next song though.
Here we go. Yeah, I mean this, it's one of the biggest rock songs to come out of Canada. And again, a pretty heavy song given the company it's keeping on here. Number 25, down from 14. Of course, it's Bachman Turner Overdrive, taking care of business.
There you go. And then we have Dave Loggins at number 24 with Please Come to Boston on Epic Records. I'm having a brain fart.
This is another song. This was a yacht rock classic.
Okay.
It's I think it's been covered several times. Dave Loggins, by the way, cousin of Kenny.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
18 weeks on the charts there, dropping down from number 10.
Number 23, I know this. I think I know. I probably know the song. I know the artist, Billy Preston, with Nothing from Nothing.
And then at number 22, we have Rufus with Tell Me Something Good on ABC Records. I don't know that one. 12 weeks on the charts, making his descent from 21.
Rufus was a group, actually.
Was a group. There you go.
Tell me something good.
Okay, yes.
That song's been done a lot. And I don't know if it was at this point, but Shaka Khan was recorded with Rufus.
Huh, fascinating.
This is actually one of the rare times my dog Rufus isn't in the room while we're filming.
We missed an opportunity there.
ABC Records was initially Steely Dan's label. They were bought out by MCA.
Okay.
So, and I don't know, I should know, but I don't know if they were a division of the TV network. I don't know. Number 21, this is an R&B group. And I don't know this song, The Stylistics with Let's Put It All Together. And like Van McCoy, this is on not Atco, but Avco Records.
Right. Don't get that mixed up, folks. And we have a pretty big megastar here at number 20, Olivia Newton-John. I Honestly Love You on MCA Records. 4 weeks on the charts and already up to number 20.
Sappy song.
Yeah.
Anyway, now the next song is kind of interesting. I am familiar with this song. Up one, it's of course another Canadian legend, Joni Mitchell. The second Joni Mitchell song on this chart.
Right.
With Free Man in Paris, which was written about David Geffen.
Oh, fascinating.
When I know a few things, I'll let you know. But
okay.
Okay, I'm so glad you get to do this next one so I can laugh.
Okay, so ABC Records again. Billy Crash Craddock with Rub It In.
Way to rub it in, Mike.
Number 18, sitting there after 10 weeks on the charts.
Number 17, up 11 from 28. I do believe this song was a scathing attack on then President Richard Nixon. Stevie Wonder, You Haven't Done Nothing.
Motown yet again appearing on the chart.
Yeah. Probably one of the biggest Motown artists.
Yeah. Number 16, Who Do You Think You Are? But not Deep Purple. Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods. ABC Records again,
Yeah.
dominating the top of the chart here. Number
Number
16.
15, I think I know the song, but I can't think of how it goes. It's up seven. It's Dionne Warwick, who for some reason was then spelling her name with an E on the
Oh,
end,
yeah.
and the Spinners. So it's a merger of two different artists. Then came you. I know the song. I just can't think how it goes.
You know what I know, Tim?
What?
I know it's only
It's
rock and
only
roll,
rock and roll, but I
but I
like.
like it.
Yeah.
The Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Here they are at number 14, up from 23 after only 5 weeks on the charts. You can really see who the megastars are here. Rolling Stones, their only chart appearance.
And if you want to hear a fast, heavy version of this song, check out Twisted Sister's live rendition.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Expletive
Oh,
laden.
yes. Yeah. At number 13, this is a cover. I did look this up. The band is called Fancy, and their version of Wild Thing again on Big Tree Records, falling out of the top 10. This was a big song on both sides of the border. Now, Mike, you will be interested to know this. Initially, I thought that Fancy was an all-girl group, but it's not. I'm getting them mixed up with another group around this time called Fanny, which is an unfortunate name. But Fancy, they did have a female lead singer, and their drummer was a guy named Les Binks.
Oh, yes, who later ended up in Judas Priest on some of their best albums.
Yeah. So there you go. So
Okay, at number 12, we have Bad Company with Feel Like Making Love. No, wait, that's not right. It's Roberta Flack with I Feel Like Making Love
I
on
looked it up
Atlantic.
too. I was curious. I looked up. This is not a cover.
No, slightly different title. I Feel
Yeah.
Like Making
Yeah.
Love on
And
Atlantic,
plus, the
though.
Bad Company
Same,
song didn't exist at this point because they're just starting with Can't Get Enough. So.
right, but same record label. This is down from 7 after 13 weeks on the charts. And of Roberta Flack, she's a legend, obviously.
Yeah, Killing Me Softly, and I've got a funny story about that. But anyway, number 11, Holding. I know the artist. I don't know the song. Helen Reddy with You and Me Against the World.
Right. I've heard the name a million times. Capitol Records. And then Bad Company again with Can't Get Enough of Your. Oh, wait, no, this is Barry White. Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe. Barry White at number 10. So we're now in the top 10. But he has dropped. Oh, no, he's risen up from 12. And of course, Barry White, we all know.
Barry
We
White.
all know.
You remember when he was on The Simpsons and his voice attracted all the snakes?
Yes, that was basically the basis of my Barry White impression that I did for many years afterwards.
Okay, at number 9, this guy was a huge artist.
Yeah.
Cat Stevens. Wow, big jump. 16 up to 9 with Another Saturday Night.
And A&M Records once again.
Yeah.
At number 8, The Night Chicago Died by Paper Lace on Polydor. I am sorry, but I do not know Paper Lace.
I hate this song. I'm sorry, but I heard my mama cry. I don't. Anyway.
I'm really jealous that you get to do this next one, though.
Oh yeah, this is cool.
One of my favorite songs.
Probably one of their last big hits. Man, talk about a fractured entity of a band. But one of the biggest to come out of Canada and one of the earliest. Of course, this is after Andy Bachman left. And again, two big bands out of Canada. I mean, Rick Emmett has said we all owe a great deal of gratitude to Randy Bachman because he made it in the States. So anyway, the Guess Who, up from 15, Clap for the Wolfman with, of course, a guest from the legendary Wolfman Jack. You see, it's how you approach a situation or whatever.
Yeah, I have actually written about this song a little bit on my blog, so go check it out. Look for Clap for the Wolfman. I was a big fan of Wolfman Jack growing up, and that was because of a Canadian TV show called The Hilarious House of Frightenstein, where they spoofed Wolfman Jack with an actual Wolfman character. So I always get all these things kind of colliding in my mind.
When I was a kid, and I can't remember, I think it was him. But I think he did some voice work on some of the Garfield cartoons, is how I was first familiar with him.
I believe he did a lot of cartoon voiceovers, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, he had such a unique voice, right? Yeah. Now, every Halloween for the Solid Gold Show, there were two songs that were guaranteed to come up that were both CanCon. One was Clap for the Wolfman, and the other, another Canadian band, the Stampeders, with their cover of Ray Charles' Hit the Road, Jack. And Jack was on that as well.
Gotcha. Okay, number 6. We're hitting into some higher ranking artists that I'm not familiar with. Jim Stafford, Wildwood Weed, MGM Records. Down from 3, I don't know this gentleman.
Say that 6 times fast. Wildwood Weed.
I know it's like a tongue twister, and I'm wondering what he's actually singing about. But there you go,
Uh,
number 6. Don't know it.
hmm. Okay, number 5. I don't know the song of the title, and yet it's at number 5, unless it's one of those songs that I've just never known who sang it or what it was called, but I've heard it a million times. Johnny Bristol with "Hang In There, Baby" on
And
MGM.
MGM, 2 in a row.
Don't I
MGM.
don't know this. I don't think I know this.
Well, let's make it an MGM hat trick with number 4, and this is their second appearance on the chart, although under a different name. Previously, they were on the chart as the Osmonds. Now they're here as Donnie and Marie Osmond. I'm leaving it all up to you. MGM hat trick, number
I
4.
don't know if Marie was a member of the Osmonds per se.
I,
You've
you
just
know what? I have no idea. I might have just garbled it all up. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. At number 3, yeah, this is a well-known song. This was a big hit on both sides of the border. Andy Kim with "Rock Me Gently" on Ice Records, which is interesting.
Yeah, interesting indeed. And United Artists is the next label, and I think that's their first appearance on the chart. We're at number 2 here with a Canadian legend, possibly better known as a songwriter, but here he is at number 2 with "You're Having My Baby," Mr. Paul Anka.
It's really interesting because I'm guessing it might have been the U.S. chart, but they said, type. I was one of these things. Type in your name or type in your date of birth, and you find out the number 1 song when you were born. And this was when I was born on September 2nd, 1974. Apparently, the number 1 song was "You're Having My Baby," which is just funny. The other funny thing is that my mother thought it was hilarious. I'm sure I was actually born on Labor Day that year.
Oh, funny.
Yeah,
Labor on Labor Day.
Labor on Labor. Yeah.
The jokes write
And
themselves.
of course, number 1, this was a big hit, and I think this brought Bob Marley to brought the name Bob Marley to worldwide knowledge. I'm pretty sure Eric Clapton with "I Shot the Sheriff."
Second, well, at least the second week on the chart at number 1 on RSO Records. And if you don't know,
RSO's got the fun label with the is it a pig?
I think
Pig?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wow, Mike, this has been a really fascinating trip through history, and there are some songs on here I'm sure that it could be the last time that they ever get talked about. I'm not sure about that.
I hope not.
I don't know. I didn't try this, but I bet you there are songs on here that you can't look up on YouTube because they're just lost to the ravages of time.
Yeah, especially towards the bottom of that chart.
Yeah. But I mean, even in the top 10, there's songs that, yeah, it's really interesting. So there you go, folks. These were the top 100 songs in our home country of Canada on this date in 1974, 50 years ago. Do you remember any of these songs that Mike and I were struggling greatly with? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe both to my channel and also to Grab a Stack of Rock for Mr. Mike. Our merchandise available on tpublic.com. My book's available on Amazon. You know the rest. I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Mike. Thank everybody for watching this edition of Tim's Vinyl Confessions. And just remember, I saw a man and he danced with his wife.
I'm going to go rock the boat.
Go rock the boat, baby. All right. Don't push it over, though. See ya.